Hello students, welcome to the video of self-directed learning in English language. Now self-directed learning is basically where you study on your own with the guidance of this video. Okay, so let's start. Today's topic of self-directed learning is simile, which is a figure of speech. Now in this topic, firstly let's cover up the meaning of figure of speech and then let's proceed with the exercises while I share my screen. So before we begin, I would like to firstly introduce what is actually figure of speech. Figure of speech is what? You know how you use icing to decorate a cake very nicely and then your cake looks complete. Similarly, you use figure of speech in your sentences to make it look very attractive and complete. So figure of speech is nothing but an expression used for different things to make the reader understand what you're exactly trying to say, to highlight certain points, to make it very attractive to the reader, right? Just like you wouldn't want to read a boring book. If you don't add figure of speeches or if you don't express yourself enough while writing, people wouldn't want to read your writings. So to make it look complete as a whole para, you need to use figure of speech. So now I would like to share my screen where I show you a presentation. So please take a look at this. Eyes on the screen, everybody. All right. Let us start with simile. What is simile? I'll explain that, but just for your information, we are going to study exercises from page 23 to 25 of your application book A. Right? So let's start with what exactly you mean by simile. Let us understand what is a simile. Now, a simile is a figure of speech which involves a direct comparison. Please notice the word direct comparison. I will tell you what that is. Direct comparison between two unlike things. Two unlike things means two things which are not alike. Right? Usually the words like or as. Just to clarify what is written here, in case if you haven't understood by reading this, simile is used to create or show comparison between two things which are not alike. Right? And the words you use in a simile is like or as. So, for example, if you are solving a mathematics sum, okay, and that sum is very difficult for you to understand, right? So what simile expression can you use here? This sum is as difficult as climbing a mountain. See, I've used the word as, right? This sum is as difficult as climbing a mountain because we all know that climbing a mountain is really difficult. So you are trying to compare the difficulty level of the sum with the difficulty level of a mountain. Still not clear? Let me give you one more example. This building is as huge as a mountain or as big as a mountain. So again, you are comparing big size of a mountain. We all know that mountains are actually very big and building is also very big. So what two things which are different from each other are you trying to compare here? Of course, the building and the mountain, right? You can also say that this pasta is as spicy as a chili. So spiciness of pasta and spiciness of what? Chili. Or you can also say this pasta is spicy like a chili. So you can use the word like also. So these are very basic examples that I've given you. If you still haven't understood, please replay this and listen to the instructions. You will obviously get it. And further on, when we start solving the exercises, I can guarantee that you will understand this very well. It is actually a very simple topic, children. You just need to pay enough attention. Let us understand simile with a few examples. Okay, once you take a look at the examples, I can assure you that it's going to be a cakewalk for everybody, right? First one, she floated in like a cloud. So Explanation. So she floated in like a cloud is your sentence. Let's take a look at the explanation part. It just means that she is extremely happy, right? She is not actually is it possible for a person to actually float on, like a cloud? No. So what does this mean? That she is actually very happy. So if you can use this, when you are very happy, please say like the sentence like this: I am floating like a cloud, means I'm very, very extremely happy. So in this sentence, if you see the word like, that is a word of simile. Like, what two things you have compared? The floating of the girl and cloud, because cloud also floats, right? So this is the simile. The students were as busy as bees. It just means that the students were very busy and working hard. But how is the simile written here? Now, just before the exams, you all are how busy you all are, right? Just before annual day, how busy you all are, right? Practicing, doing this, doing that, making all the preparations, trying on costumes, practicing the song, doing rehearsal, entry, exit, everything. So you are very busy at that time, right? So what will you say? Oh my god, I'm as busy as a bee. Means because bees, the bee, honey bee, right? The bees, when you see them, they are very busy because they're always doing something or the other. They never sit idle. So that is what you're going to say, as busy as a bee. Okay, moving on further to the next slide. Let's see. She swims like a fish. Now take a look at the sentence again. She swims like a fish. What does this exactly mean? It just means like that she is a very strong swimmer, right? So because fishes swim so beautifully in the, I mean, that is what they are about. Fishes swim in the water. So anybody who swims really well, you can say the sentence like she swims like a fish. Now here, what is the sentence? Like is a word of simile. Can you see that? And the girl's swimming talent or skill is compared to that of a fish. Fourth sentence: he is as hairy as a gorilla. Sounds funny, right? So it just means that that person is very hairy. This is just, you cannot use this sentence for anybody. It's just a way of describing somebody. So when you write an article or a book, if you write something like this, readers will be very they'll find it very funny, and you will grab their attention. So it just means that here again, the hairiness of a person is compared to that of a gorilla, because we know that gorillas are also very hairy. So as is a word. See, as hairy as. So it's again a word of simile. I hope slowly you are able to understand what I'm exactly trying to tell you. Because I was embarrassed, my face was as red as a ripe tomato. So can your face actually become as red as a ripe tomato? Can that really happen? But this is just an expression of saying, when people get embarrassed, they have a blush of a rush of blood in their cheeks. Means they look very red out of embarrassment. And the meaning of the word embarrassed is what? When you feel awkward and shy. I'll give you an easy example. Suppose if you are performing on stage, and I hope this never happens, but I'm just trying to explain you. Suppose if you are performing on a stage, okay, and you are dancing beautifully, but in the middle of the song, when so many people are viewing you, you happen to fall down in a very funny way. So what will happen? Everybody will start laughing at you. So what is the situation you are feeling right now? You are embarrassed. So embarrassed is when you feel shy that something bad has happened. You feel awkward. So when people feel that, their face turns into a red tomato. Next one, allow me. Sixth sentence, allow me. It's as easy as ABC. As easy as ABC. Why as easy as ABC? Because when even small children, pre-primary babies know what ABC is, right? Because that is taught to you at a very early age. So everybody knows ABC. It just means that it is very simple. Like suppose if your father is trying to fix a bulb, and he doesn't trust you with it. He thinks that you are very young to do it. So what do you say? Allow me, dad, it's very easy, it's as easy as ABC, let me try it. Means that skill is very simple to you, right? So as easy as, see again the word as easy as, or like, easy like ABC. Okay, let's see the seventh one. He got a neck like a pipe. That means, you know how you've seen giraffes neck having a long and slender neck. So neck like a pipe means sleek and slender. Have you seen a pipe? How it is tall and sleek and slender, right? That's the meaning of that is why pipe is compared to the neck, because both of it is sleek and slender. Slender means not very fat, like very tall and narrow. So yes, with this we get done with the explanation of simile along with examples. If you still have doubts, please see this video again, and I hope you understood. Thank you so much, class.